Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Edinburgh, delighted to be joined by NISSE SAUERLAND. NISSE, what a night of boxing. Has been upsets up and down that card, but we'll start with Lee McGregor. I mean, probably one of the most gruelling fights I've ever witnessed ringside. You were sitting ringside yourself. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I pulled out my shoulder, sort of shadow boxing ringside. It was a brilliant fight, one of the best fights I've seen live. Really enjoyed it, gave the fans a treat, gave the viewers at home in the UK on Channel 5 and worldwide on DAZN a massive treat. We didn't get the decision, but you can't always get the decisions as long as you can sort of go back and learn from whatever mistakes you may have made and up your game next time and win. That's what Lee has to do, and he needs to regroup and come back stronger.
I mean, the cards were close. I think one was 116, 112, 115, 115 on 113 on two of them. But when that final bell went, NISSE, you were shadow boxing ringside. Obviously, you popped your shoulder out. Were you confident that Lee would have got the nod here?
No, I wasn't confident. I always put my hands up. Look, it's half of it's bravado, right? Look, it could have gone either way. I can't argue with the scores. 115, 113, I think was two of them had that, which was fair. My dad was watching at home. He had it one up for Lee McGregor. Yeah. So that's the old.
Dad's a good boxing man.
Yeah, we said the German sunglasses coming through there. No, but in all seriousness, it was a great fight. I think Lee, he wanted to go to war, and that's what he did from the first bell onwards.
I mean, the crowd for Lee was tremendous. I mean, even when Lee was walking out, as the fans were walking down the stairs, they were singing, they were saying, "There's only one Lee McGregor," trying to pick him up again. So, I mean, albeit it's a Meadowbank, it's a small hall arena, but the atmosphere in here was fantastic for Lee.
I mean, especially at the moment, it's a hard to get atmosphere anywhere at the moment, and I'm just so happy that he had a good homecoming, and the crowd were great, and they got to witness, one of the fights of the year. I hope we can do it again. We'll look to do it again. We obviously need to see how Lee's doing. It was a tough fight, it was a gruelling fight, but I think he'll come. Look, he's 27 years old. He'll come back stronger.
Mm-hmm. We were both in the changing room there with Lee, and obviously the emotion that was coming out of Lee. But before you rocked up, he was breaking his heart. He was sobbing, and obviously that's inevitable when you've went through a training camp and you've been put in 12 rounds and you didn't quite get the nod in a close fight. But I mean, you were in there with Lee. Can you just tell us what his mental state is right now?
Well, look, it's heartbreaking to see that, and that's that's what sort of makes you even angrier at the trolls online who go, they're just you see it all the time. You don't know what a boxer goes through. You don't see afterwards what state they're in. He's broken-hearted. If he had maybe pushed one more minute, 30 more seconds more, he might have gotten a nod. It was that close. It was nip and tuck the whole way, and I believe he can. Look, he's sometimes there's a setback, but you can learn from that. You can come back stronger, and that's my hope that he will.
We'll go down the card then. Harlem Eubank in a great fight. I mean, I spoke to him and I was saying, Harlem, what I was impressed was your little feints. You were patient, you never rushed your work, and that chopping right hand, it wasn't a long right hand or a right hook, a chopping right hand. It was like you're a master of your craft. He's always learning. But what performance from Harlem?
Yeah, look, he's again. Look, it's lining him up for a big fight next, and that's the aim. Look. People may ask, why is he doing an 8 rounder? No, it's because we want to get him in prime shape for his next fight. Hopefully a big title next.
Matty Harris, unfortunate. I mean, heavyweight boxing is heavyweight boxing. We all know it takes one punch or a flurry of punches in Matty Harris's case. But yeah, unfortunate for young Matty Harris, a young heavyweight who obviously can come back.
Yeah, look, he lost. He proved he had a chin. He proved he can whack, but he also proved that his conditioning was not right for that fight. It was something, he was blowing heavy. The lactic acid build-up got to him in his legs. He just didn't seem right after the third round. Again, I hate to repeat myself, but it's a 6-rounder. He can learn from that. As long as he does learn from that, he can come back a way better fighter.
I know you've got plenty of media, so I will touch on this quickly now. Chris Eubank Jr. and the rematch with Liam Smith has been announced. You obviously work with Chris. It was a devastating loss in the first one in January. What can Chris Eubank do different in this, and can he get the redemption that he craves?
Yeah, of course he can. It's an intriguing fight, but he needs to get that venom, that anger, that spitefulness back again. He needs to just go in and fight. Don't do the boxing bit. Just go in and have a proper tear up, uppercuts, left hooks, lots of that, and that's the EUBANK I want to see.
So I've been in Edinburgh, unfortunately. At least I sent you to my cigar shop. At least you got a couple of good cigars. He told me you were in yesterday, yeah. So when I went to go get a couple of cigars myself, so I'm sure you'll be back to Edinburgh. I bought
quite a few cigars actually. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I sort of want to get home to the hotel now and have one. No, Edinburgh's a great place. Look, we didn't get the result, but it was great entertainment.
That's what boxing is. It's an entertainment spot as well. NISSE, you've got plenty more to do, but thank you so much, and we will get that cigar soon, I promise. Thank you, NISSE.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.